like a rock star there. And she is a lot of places. And it was a good start for Brooke here in 2 at the par 5 10th, and this was her 3rd.
Really taking advantage of this opening par 5 and her length.
Good roll that in, birdie, and then her 2nd at the 11th. A shot that a lot have spun back to the front of the green, not Brooke. At the 13th, par 3.
Talk about speedy. This will be a little quick, breaking left.
Yeah. Gets her back to even, and you saw number 120.
Well, and after the shock of the first hole as well.
That was.
Yikes.
Yeah, not looking sharp so far this morning.
Such a strange year for Rose in the race to the CME Globe. Trying to get into a rhythm here, perhaps. This is the Texan, Caitlin Pap Buddha.
I'm going to bet she wasn't aiming left of that flagstick there
think?
on 13.
After that tentative one that you noted on 10. So a tough start for Rose and Alexa. And here is our leader, Wichani Michai, 3rd shot at the 12th. This for eagle?
At this point,
yeah,
anything's possible. Catches the proper side of the slope there that dissects the back of that.
From the Houston area, and you see she needs a good week. One of those hoping to get things going here at the second half of the season.
Look at this tracer right on line, just barely left of the flagstick.
Yelimi No for birdie.
Slow putt up and over that rise. I've seen it falls right.
Yes. Falls right in. 3 straight years with a victory for Haydan. Wichani Michai, birdie, eagle, this for another birdie. I mean, this may be something really special brewing for Wichani Michai. Haydan Yu at the 10th. Yep. A good start for Haydan, number 9.
Let gravity do the rest.
Lilia says she's feeling better. And now just trying to get the game to cooperate, get back to that form that took her to the very top of the world. To the 12th and the 3rd for Brooke.
This is from 85 yards. You just have to guard against going long.
This won't set up quite as well to her eye. She likes to hit a bit of a fade, so it has to start it up closer to the penalty area.
Caroline Inglis, who had a hole-in-one here a couple of years ago on her home course at this 13th. Oh, she'll have to settle for a short birdie putt. Won as a Monday qualifier, and Yelimi nearly did as well in 2019. The 2nd for Chisato Iwai at the 11th. Five under through 4 holes. She's at the 13th, and this for birdie.
And we've seen this putt. Goes downhill to her left. Just barely got that started.
Wow. Okay. 125th in the race to the CME Globe, so...
Or making the cut, I should say.
Sure. Pano for par.
This one uphill, very similar line to Brooks. She was up and out of that quickly.
She's a little unsettled with the putter on the first few holes.
Halted her momentum for this season.
Yay. That will help. And Caroline Inglis at the 13th for birdie. Well, she knew, just had to touch it.
Really hard to swallow.
That was barely over par, by the way.
To the field average.
Yeah. This is Gurleen Kaur. for 14th. Chisato Iwai narrowly missed her birdie at the 10th. This is for birdie at 11.
That's probably why she's taken a little bit more club here. There is also a backstop behind this flag that players can use. Oh, what a shot.
Mm-hmm.
This is a wedge for Vu from 119 yards. Slope on the left side that she can use to spin this to the right.
There's just that little hint of a breeze into the players now on this hole. Good high flight, drawing towards the hole.
She was set up to hit a huge draw right there. It's an interesting group this has been. You've got Brooke off to a really hot start. And
91 yards for Ko. There's 5 paces behind this flag. That came up a little heavy for Ko.
it's just really a shocking way to start the day. I know she's been working a lot on her swing with Todd Anderson. We've talked about her struggles with her injury. Just hasn't been able to get into a real rhythm this year.
Her fellow American, Alexa Pano, 13 for birdie. That'll help.
Has challenged in multiple major championships this year.
Brooke to go 4 for 4. Well, you can't birdie them all if you don't birdie the first 4. And this would be Rosang for double, her second of the day.
This is a 7-iron from 145 yards. She's launched this nice and high, trying to draw to the flag, but staying out to that right side.
Yeah, safe play.
How this putt moves to the left.
It's interesting, neither of them are standing at a real place where they can tell the break.
The hole itself is kind of guarded by some of those trees, but the green is not, so you can hit the green.
Dangerously close to those trees. Not easy to try and get the ball to fall right off of a hook lie.
And I think that's where she is right now. Has a new putter in the bag this week as well, so I think she's excited about using that.
Well, Lily has seen 2 from this area. This for birdie. She usually doesn't need much help. It's tied for the lead going into the final round for Pano. Third shot for Alexa.
Now from 64 yards. Whole location right at the back of the green, so difficult to take it back in there, but that was a really good shot.
And she's tied with 32-year-old from Thailand, Wachani Michai.
Coming out of the first cut, whole location all the way in the back today on the 15th.
She birdied the first. She holed out for eagle at the 11.
I would say it's been a really long time, if ever, that we've seen her not use a center shafted putter. That has always kind of been a staple.
You just asked her how she was doing. She kind of, hem and hawed a little bit, but you always have to work on your game. And you just, when you get on the golf course, you're hoping it all comes together.
Sometimes when you're struggling and those results aren't there, what is it that really flips the switch?
She played great. Don't put that pressure on her to keep being that person winning all the time, because it's hard to stay at the top. And it's hard when you win your first tournament on the LPGA Tour to, the expectations then just grow so much.
Players change frequently, all the time, have a rotating, they travel with a bunch, but I never changed very often.
I think they have to remember that it wasn't the putter's fault sometime.
Yeah. This is the 14th, and Haydon Yu's second. Pano for par. Alexa Pano.
Set up a little bit more square to that shot. The last couple, she's been set up a little bit right and has missed right. Beauty right there.
Here's Lauren Coughlin, second to the 14th.
Exactly the read on this putt.
Couple of nice.
I don't think it's too much break on this point and from this distance.
Back to even par goes Alexa. Wichani Michai struggling here up ahead. This is a bogey putt. Her second shot at the 13th.
Poor tee shot, but looking for some magic here. Chip something in.
Okay. Well, certainly her greatest magic coming to the U.S. Women's Open. Okay, so Gerline, who had a good finish to last year.
As Morgan was saying, from the left side of this fairway, definitely opens things up. There's a backstop long and right of it.
It's going to settle back down towards that back left part of the green. It's not going to be the easiest putt from there. Sometimes when you're struggling a little bit, you just want to really, you don't want to try and take something off of it. You want to have those good full numbers like she had right there.
Jin Young Ko for par at 16. Okay, so she's had some close calls for birdie.
Perfectly flat lie.
Sit. That's a good leave right there. Just about all about how it rolls in those first 5 or so feet of fringe.
It's just one of those putts that when you stand over, you feel like you can really give it a good run.
Just looks like her putter is coming up a little bit quickly through the stroke. Kind of what we talked about with Nancy earlier. Keep the putter lower. It sure is lush. You can see just even by the color. I mean, it is absolutely pure, this golf course. That was a tremendous shot right there. It's a bit squirrely there. Overcorrection from her setup.
Lauren Coughlin to get it to 3 under. LC, she loves this time of year.
Wow, that's one of the greatest driving performances we've ever seen. I mean, she'd take driver on holes where nobody else was hitting driver just because it pinches in so tight.
Lilia at 17.
To get it to use the slope to perfection. Just a little fall to the right here. Excellent place to putt from and takes advantage. She's just such an impressive player.
Land it right on the very edge of the green and let it trickle down to the hole.
Just a tough miss with that pulled second shot. Shuts the face down.
Well, I mean, you know as well as I do that you know the plan for the course. You don't have to work quite as hard. You remember all the putts that you made, all the good shots that you've hit, and it just allows you to relax into the game because half of the hard work has already been done with the planning.
At 17, a birdie putt for Hye-Dan Yu.
Trickle to the right at the very end here.
There's the trickle. She moves to 2 under par, tied for 7th. To the 18th, and Takeda.
Takeda 30 yards ahead of her other players in this group, needs to take advantage of that from 131.
Season for Yuka Saso, coming off of last year winning her 2nd U.S. Women's Open. And does get that one to drop for birdie. like Yuka, grew up in the Philippines.
She's got a good style of play for this golf course, as
Yeah.
we've talked about, that consistent nature. Nothing super flashy, not a ton of power, but just a really consistent.
You'd love to have a good week and just put all that behind you, and why not go ahead and win for the first time?
That's what I mentioned a little bit earlier. It's really important to have that mindset of, I'm at the top of the leaderboard. I'm looking to win. She is a very good scrambler. It's one of the strengths of her game.
That was strong.
But it's also good though too, because she's, you forget she's only 21, and even though she's been travelling with the tour for a few years, it's not easy getting about when you're young. There's the rental car situation, and it's just always having that extra security around you is always good. Just a little forward press, looks very good.
That's what, 3 or 4 from that length that she's dropped. Here's Head-On You for birdie at 18.
Just pretty hard to the right off the fringe, but held up at the very end.
Who needs a green in regulation? Up we go to the par 4 11th, and this is Abhichaya Yubon leading by 1. Is that going to stay up or come down?
Not going to stay on that false front. I mean, she is top 20 on tour in fairways in regulation, so a very consistent ball striker off the tee, which, as we have said time and time again, definitely bodes well here around this golf course. Such a deep bunker down there. Did really well to just barely clear the lip. This would be a tremendous up and down out of that front bunker. Keep that momentum rolling.
Well, if the putter cooperates, is Columbia Edgewater back at the second, and Takeda.
Given Takeda's left to right ball flight, she's actually going left to this flag. It's fading nicely to the hole.
That's one way to do it.
To get some points, get some confidence. All 3 of those previous starts, she's missed the cut. It's on a wonderful line.
Brooks hit the 6 iron here from 164, flat lie.
Needs to find the green here.
This'll do it.
Her last 4.
Takamiya went to Punahou High School in Hawaii, the alma mater of, among others, Michelle Wee.
She's putting together a really nice round today. 4 birdies, offset by 2 bogeys. Good opportunity there.
Abhichaya Yubon, par 5 12, her third.
Yeah, fortunate to get it past those giant trees there on the right there on the 12th. Not the best angle, but going to work out okay. Roll. Just ran out of steam, but yeah, I mean, the same, Karen, when I spoke to Brittany, even as long as a couple months ago, the same. It's close, it's really close, and you just have to stay patient and just wait for it all to fall into place. Just about a right edge putt here. She had the line. I like her putting stroke. I like her stance, her setup.
Played in this event last year, missed the cut. Different story today.
Can be firm with this putt. Breaking to her left. This is a similar one to the one we saw Brooke Henderson make earlier for her 3rd birdie to start the day.
Piano is her nickname. And her brother's guitar.
Musical family right there.
Yeah,
Grant.
in
You know
fact,
something about that?